Hey guys, I owe you a big apology. That's coming up. Hey guys, it's Elisa here. So, first things first, what about the dramatic entrance? So, a week and a half ago when I started this channel with mmmay in mind, I have promised you guys that I'm going to be posting every single day of mmmay, and that didn't happen. And the reason for it is that for the past week and a half, my stomach has been twisting and turning, and I thought I would die. It really was pretty bad. Luckily, I'm feeling a lot better, and I will be posting more regularly. I have reconsidered posting every single day just because I think that quality is definitely something that I value over quantity. So I will definitely change the header of the channel, but you will see me more often here, at least a few times per week. So the topic of today's video is the big four pattern companies versus the indie designers. And it seems like it's a very touchy subject in the sewing community, so let's talk about it. It's actually a very dear topic to my heart because, first of all, I love to sew and I love sewing community. Second, I believe that if you have a passion and you have a talent and you can make money with it, absolutely go out there in the world, share your passion, share your talent, and make money. Why not? And the third reason is that I actually started designing my own patterns as well. I have not released any, and there's still ways to go till there. However, I did contract a actual pattern constructor just to make sure that my patterns are of the high quality, that the pattern pieces are designed well, and then the instructions are great as well. And although it seems that I should be pro indie designers because I actually have embarked on this journey of being an indie designer myself, I have a very split opinion about this topic. By the way, guys, leave me the comments in the comment section below and answer this question. Which one you like most, the big four or the indie designers? I would love to see, guys, what you have to say. Alright, so where do we start? How do we determine which one is better? Let me provide you my 3 points on each of them, why I think they are great, and I'll let you be the judge of this information. So the big four, who are they? A lot of times people think that this is the Vogue, McCall's, Butterick, and Simplicity. However, I think that Border Style can also go into that bucket as well. Some of the other German sewing magazines can go into that bucket as well. And by the way, if you have not ever seen Border Style, I suggest you do. I adore this magazine. This is actually how I learned to sew. It's not an advertisement. I'm not affiliated or anything. I just simply love this magazine, and I think that the patterns are great. The instructions are quite simple, but you know what? This is how you learn. This is how you learn to think, and sewing is all about thinking. All right, so the 3 reasons why I enjoy the big four company patterns, first of all, is it's very standardized. Not all of the sizing is standardized within the all pattern companies, but it's pretty standard from one to another. Now, another thing is the price. The price is pretty sweet. You know, Border Style, I can get a magazine for like $11, I think $11 or $12 here in US, and I get about 36 patterns with that magazine. 36 patterns for the price of $12. That's insane. Another thing, if you go to Joann's Fabric on the sales, and I'm sure all of you know this, you can get some of the Vogue and Butterick and McCall's patterns for like $2, $3, $4 a piece, and that's a pretty sweet price as well. Now, another reason why the big four companies are great is because they've done this in some instances for more than 100 years, and they know what they're doing. Yes, there might be a little bit too much ease on some of the patterns. They might be a little bit outdated. However, fashion is a very repetitive thing. So just because the cover of the pattern looks a little bit outdated, it does not mean that you can't take that pattern and put the new fabric on it, modernize it, and here you go. You have a sweet little dress. So those people who do not like the big four company patterns, I suggest take a look at them closer. Go to Joann's, get one of those big catalogs, go through the patterns. They have some really nice designs and patterns there. So let's talk about the indie designer patterns. So I think the three things that people value the most is, one of them is the community involvement. I feel that if you are growing your Instagram channel, if you want to get out there and make more sewing friends, all these sew-alongs and competitions and pattern testing and all of the other, things that make people be more involved in sewing, I think it's one of the reasons why they're so valued. You get the pattern for $12 or $15, in some instances for $20, but you also get the whole community involvement. You can tag your photos with this pattern, and etc., etc. From my perspective, I don't sew to get popular on Instagram. I have Instagram and I sew, and I'll share my pictures, but I think some people have it backwards, but again, it's your personal preference, so I'm not a judge of that. Now, another reason that people value these patterns very, very much is for the fashion sense. A lot of them are very fashion forward. Yes, I did mention that if you go to Joann's and you grab one of those big catalogs, you can find some really great patterns there from Vogue and Simplicity and McCall's and whatnot. But the indie designers, there's no big boss that tells them, no, you can't release this pattern. So they're really free to do whatever they would like to do. So some of the French pattern designers, independent pattern designers, they release some really fashion forward patterns that are really, really great. Now, the third reason why a lot of people value indie pattern designers is for the instructions. Again, this is not a thing for me. I don't necessarily need a 15-page instruction on how to sew something. It would be great if you are a beginner sewer and every single step is written out. Yes, that's you cannot substitute that for anything. So that's a really, really great piece as well. However, I also think that the price is just, it's very high. $10 per a piece of pattern that also a lot of times comes just in one version. If you take the new look, McCall's, Butterick, Vogue, a lot of them come in like 2, 3, 4, sometimes even 5 views. On the indie pattern designer side, a lot of times you get one pattern for $10 and it only comes with one standard view. The big question is, which one is better? I think that you have to go through your own preferences. What is your preference? What is the reason that you're sewing? If you're very much involved in the community and you're a beginner sewer and you value your social presence and you enjoy fashion forward patterns, absolutely go with the indie designers, support local businesses and local talents. If you are more into the streamlined fashion and you enjoy straightforward patterns and you can sew this pattern without any pattern instructions, the Big Four are a great resource for that. As I mentioned, I have a very split opinion about this topic. I tried a few indie designers. One of my favorite is Seamwork. I think the price is right. I think the patterns are good too. I've tried So Different. I've tried Colette. I've tried Ralph Pink. I've tried Victory Patterns. I've tried Sewaholic, Style Arc, and Mason Floor, and just about 30% of them that I like. The rest of them are kind of just there. But then again, I might not have found my pattern that I really, really enjoy of these designers. So it's a very subjective topic, and really you just have to discover it for yourself. All right, so we're done with the touchy subject. So let's talk about what am I wearing today. So the top that I'm wearing today is Berta style. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm a promotional agent over here. This is Berta style. I think it's from the 2016 magazine. It's a very simple top. It has an all-in-one facing over here. It's made out of the embroidered cotton. It's really nice for summer. It's the white color and the embroidered look is just very, very nice for summer. And then it's just cinched at the waist with the elasticated waistband. And then I have a cute little belt over here to go, or the tie to go over it. The jeans are ready to wear. Those are actually a gift from my husband, and once in a while I make him happy by wearing those. It's actually one of the few things that I have in my wardrobe that are ready to wear and bought at the store. Just a quick note, guys, I will leave the links to all the resources that I mentioned today in the info box below, so go ahead and check it out. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you as this channel is growing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!